Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dong Shang. On Wednesday, November 25th, Commonwealth Court Judge in Pittsburgh Patricia McCullough issued an order halting additional steps in the certification of President-elect Joe Biden's election victory. It is unclear exactly what further steps in the process can be delayed, but the plaintiffs suggested there were several, including the assembly of electors. The Electoral College vote doesn't take place until December 14th. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf and the Secretary of State Kathy Boockvar, both Democrats, asked the Pennsylvania Supreme Court to lift the order by McCullough and dismissed underlying suit, which claimed a state law passed to expand the use of mail-in voting was illegal. A federal appeals court Friday had rejected President Donald Trump's attempt to revive a lawsuit in which his campaign was seeking to undo Pennsylvania's certification of Joe Biden's victory in the state. On the same day, Judge McCullough issued her written opinion that provides the judge's reasoning for ordering a temporary delay. In her opinion, Judge McCullough wrote, I quote, "Petitioners appear to have established a likelihood to succeed on the merits because petitioners have asserted the Constitution does not provide a mechanism for the legislature to allow for expansion of absentee voting without a constitutional amendment." McCullough wrote, when ruling on an emergency injunction, judges have to consider whether the party which requested injunction is likely to win the case or succeed on the merits. The petitions appear to have a viable claim that the mail-in ballot procedures set forth in Act 77 contravene the plain language of the provision of the Pennsylvania Constitution which deals with absentee voting. The state of Pennsylvania had certified the results of the election for president and vice president on November 24th, while the court was reviewing briefings from both parties. In response, the plaintiffs filed a request for an emergency injunction, arguing that the state need not have acted so fast. The emergency request underlined that while Pennsylvania completed the vote counting and submitted the signed certification to the U.S. Archivist, a number of steps still remain for the formal certification process to be completed. However, on Saturday, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court allowed the state to complete its certification of the presidential vote, reversing a temporary delay ordered by Judge Patricia McCullough. On Friday, Republican state lawmakers in Pennsylvania announced a resolution they will soon be introducing to dispute the results of the 2020 election. The text of the resolution states that the executive and the judicial branches of the Keystone States government usurped the legislature's constitutional power to set the rules of the election. The resolution declares that the selection of presidential electors and other statewide electoral contests results in this Commonwealth is in dispute, and urges the Secretary of Commonwealth and the Governor to withdraw or vacate the certification of presidential electors and to delay certification of results in other statewide electoral contests voted on at the 2020 general election. It also urges the United States Congress to declare the selection of presidential electors in this Commonwealth to be in dispute. Members of the Pennsylvania General Assembly said in a statement, quote, "A number of compromises of Pennsylvania's election laws took place during the 2020 general election. The documented irregularities and improprieties associated with mail-in balloting, pre-canvassing, and canvassing have undermined our electoral process, and as a result, we cannot accept certification of the results in statewide races." Unquote. They added, We believe this moment is pivotal and important enough that the General Assembly needs to take extraordinary measures to answer these extraordinary questions. We also believe our representative oversight duty as Pennsylvania's legislative branch of government demands us to reassume our constitutional authority and take immediate action. The proposed text lists 3 steps taken by the judicial and executive branches to change the rules of the election. First, on September 17th, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court unlawfully and unilaterally extended the deadline by which mail ballots could be received, mandated that ballots without a postmark would be treated as timely, and allowed for ballots without a verified voter's signature to be accepted. Second, on October 23rd, upon a petition from the Secretary of the Commonwealth, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled that signatures on mail-in ballots need not be authenticated. Third, on November 2nd, the Secretary of the Commonwealth encouraged certain counties to notify party and candidate representatives of mail-in voters whose ballots contained defects. All of the changes are contrary to the Pennsylvania Election Code, which requires mail-in ballots to be received at 8 p.m. on Election Day, mandates that signatures on the mail-in ballots be authenticated, and forbids the counting of defective mail-in ballots. The resolution also lists a variety of election irregularities and potential fraud, including the issues brought up by witnesses during the hearing before the Pennsylvania Senate Majority Policy Committee on November 25th. On November 24, 2020, the Secretary of the Commonwealth unilaterally and prematurely certified the results of the November 3, 2020 election regarding presidential electors despite ongoing litigation. The resolution states, the Pennsylvania House of Representatives has the duty to ensure that no citizen of this Commonwealth is disenfranchised, to insist that all elections are conducted according to the law, and to satisfy the general public that every legal vote is counted accurately. Pennsylvania State Senator Doug Mastriano, a Republican, said Friday that the GOP-controlled state legislature will make a bid to reclaim its power to appoint the state's electors to the Electoral College, saying that they could start the process on November 30th. This is my reporting today. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly.